Hi everybody, we are going to do a color wheel today, and I'm going to show you the materials that we're going to need. Pencil, some sort of paintbrush about this size, not too big, not too small, a Sharpie, an eraser, a ruler. This is my weird triangle ruler. Some sort of circle, like stencil to draw. You can use, this is a cap for a big can of coffee, or you can use anything that will get you a circle like this. And then you'll need red, yellow, and blue paint. Don't worry about black and white, just red, yellow, and blue. You will need a little tub of water and a paper towel. Okay, the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to label the top of your paper here. Color wheel. Okay, once you've labeled it, right underneath that you're going to take your circle template, using your pencil, going to draw around the entire thing. Until you get a nice circle. You're going to take your ruler, and the first thing you're going to do is you're just going to split it into fours. So one line vertically up and down, and one line horizontally going across. So now it looks like a big crosshair. Alright, this is the kind of tricky part, so just pay attention. So I'm not going to go straight through the middle of these. It's going to be kind of offset, like so. What about there? It might take you a couple tries to get this right. I know it did for me. Right about there. Oops, that looks a little wonky. That's okay, we can erase it. I'm actually going to erase these guys as well. I'm going to try again. It's kind of tricky, it really is, and it's okay. Okay, I think that's about it. Yep. There we go. You just have to make sure that this lines up with the middle here. Make sure you're going straight through the middle. So we have relatively even spaces now. And now we can use them as a guide. So I can, see how much space is between the ones I already made. I messed up again. That's okay. It really takes you a couple tries. It's really kind of annoying. I haven't mastered this yet. That's okay. Right about there. Possibly. Right about there, maybe. Alright, that's about as good as I'm gonna get, and that's okay. Alright, so now that we have the triangles drawn out, I'm going to label my primary triangles first. So this one here is going to be blue. And I'm going to put a P next to it for primary. This one, so blue, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3. Here is going to be red. I'll label it P. 1, 2, 3. Here is going to be yellow. Label it P. Okay. And from the top, again, I'm going to label my tertiary colors. So this is going to be blue, violet. I'm going to put a T next to it. The first color, the color that comes first, so the blue, after the violet, or in front of the violet, is going to be the color that's dominant when we mix it. So when we go to mix this, this color is going to have more blue in it than violet. And then the next one is violet, just pure violet, and that is a secondary color. The next one is red violet, and that's another tertiary color. So again, this color will have more red in it than it will violet. So whatever color comes first, whatever word comes first, will have more color in it than the second color. And then we already did our red, and now we will do red orange, and that is also a tertiary color. So this color will have more red in it than orange. Now we go to pure orange, and that is a secondary color. Now we go to yellow orange. That's another tertiary color, so this color will have more yellow in it than orange. Now we go to yellow green. That's another tertiary color because yellow is primary. So this one will have more yellow in it than green. It'll be kind of like a lime color. This is pure green. Label it secondary. And finally, blue-green, which is a tertiary color. Okay. Now that you've got them all labeled, going to start with putting in the primary colors. So I'm going to do red first. Just going to take pure red, not mixing anything else. And I'm just going to color in this little triangle here. A little slice of pie. Just pure red, whatever red you have on hand. Okay. I'm going to rinse out my brush, wipe it, and now I'm ready for pure yellow. Make sure your yellow is, doesn't have any other color in it. I'm going to put it over here where yellow is. Okay. And finally, pure blue. So I rinsed, I wiped, and I'm going to go back in with my blue, pure blue. Put my blue in. I really like this blue. like an ocean blue. All right, almost there. Okay, now that you have your primaries, you're going to put in your secondaries. So to make violet, we combine the primaries blue and red equally. So there's no, more red than blue. It's just equally red and blue. So on my little palette here, I'm taking equal parts red and equal parts blue. A little more blue. And then I'll have a violet. I'm going to put that in my violet spot. So that is pretty much straight violet. Okay. Now that I have my violet, I'm going to make orange, so I'm going to rinse off my brush, wipe it. And to make orange, we do equal parts red and yellow. A little more yellow. Okay, so now I'm going to put that in my orange spot. Add a little bit more yellow. You can mix on your paper, that's totally fine. It's okay if it's a little messy. We're going to be Sharpie outlining it later. Okay, so that's our orange. And finally we just have green, so I'm rinsing off my brush, wiping it. And then I'm gonna go to equal parts yellow and blue. All right. I'll put that where my green spot is. Always adjust it a little bit if you need to. I added just a tad more blue. Okay. Now that I have all my secondaries, I can put in my tertiaries now. So blue, violet. Remember, you're going to have more blue than violet. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix more blue here and just a little bit of red. Just a little bit. I'm going to put that down. And to you, that looks like a really dark blue. Just fill the whole thing in. There we go. Rinse off my brush, wipe it, and then I'm going to do red violet, so I'm going to take more red than blue. And as you can see, that's like a grape color, very red. Can definitely tell the difference. I just added a little bit more blue, maybe too much. Okay. Here's your red violet. Now you can do your red orange. So I rinsed off my brush, wipe it. Always rinse and wipe your brush after each color. Make sure that they aren't getting muddy. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with more red than orange. So I'm gonna grab some red, good amount of red, just a tad bit of yellow. Paint that in between my orange and red. There we go. For my yellow orange, I'm going to have more yellow than red. So I'm going to take a good amount of yellow, mix it a little bit with my red, and I'm going to have like this kind of yellow-orange color. Almost like a turmeric color or like a sunflower color. Now we're going to do yellow-green. So again, it's going to be like a lime color, more yellow than green. Okay. And the last one is blue-green. So it's very heavy on the blue side, less on the green. Even more so. All right, and there we have it. Thankfully, acrylic dries really quickly. So pretty much as soon as you're done with it, you can blow on it a little bit. You're going to go back in with your Sharpie and outline each and every line. Okay, my Sharpie is pretty much dead, but you get the gist. You're going to outline it, every single line and around the circle, and you'll have something that looks like this. All right? So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will do my best to answer. Thank you.